Okay, today we will be creating a program that has a frog that tells a knock-knock joke with a mouse. So for this, you will be using a frog and a mouse objects from the Alice gallery. So to do so, we will need to open up Alice. So let's open up Alice. And my computer just so happens to be on my desktop, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. When you open up Alice, you'll get this thing that says you'll have to run the program. So doing this is where we do all of our programs through. And when first opening Alice, it's going to ask you to do this. I normally pick grass. It's just the easiest to work with. So being that it said it wanted a frog and a mouse, we're going to add an object. So we'll go to the animals, and we will look for the frog and the mouse. Let's see, here's the frog. And you'll just click and drag, and it will add the frog. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to resize it. And I'm going to rotate it. I'll show you how to do that later. Now we got to find the mouse. I'm pretty sure it's in the animals. Yep, there's the mouse. Okay. So let's go ahead and resize this one too. And we're going to move them to where they're facing each other. Okay, so let's go back to the instructions. It's saying, design and build a world which one tells the other a knock-knock joke. So I'm going to zoom in on this. It's wanting the frog to turn his head toward the mouse. So to do so, we don't want the frog facing the mouse. So actually, we want to rotate the objects back. And let me make sure the mouse doesn't turn his head. Okay. So the mouse is not going to turn his head, so we're going to leave it like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to the object tree. We're going to expand this and click head. And we're going to come under here, and it's going to say head turn direction. But first, we're going to click done over here, so we get this. We're going to click do in order. I'm going to click and drag that up here. Okie dokie. So now we want the head to turn toward the mouse. So if we turn right, about a half revolution. So actually, I'm going to cancel that. We're going to just head. We're going to go head point at, actually. It'll be quite easier. And it's just going to be the entire mouse. Okay, so that's going to be the first part. And then it says he wants the frog says he's going to tell a knock-knock joke. So we're going to go click frog up here in the object tree. And it says frogs say what right here. So we're going to come over here, and when we click and drag this, we get a dialog box that says what it wants to say. We are going to click other. And we are going to type, I'm going to tell a knock joke. And you'll put okay on that. Okay. So when doing this is what you have so far now. And if you play this, it will say that, but I'm not going to play it until the very end when we're done. Then I will play your program. And so if we go back to the instructions down here, now it says the mouse replies OK. So we're going to do the same thing we just did for the frog. Instead, we're going to click mouse. And down here, it'll say mouse say what. And we will click and drag that. And he's going to reply OK. You click OK. And so if we go back to the directions, sorry for the glare, I don't know where this glare is coming from. There we go, that's a little better. The frog says knock knock. So we are going to make, where I'm going to minimize that, we're going to make the frog say knock knock. And you're going to click OK. So then, if we go back to the direction, the mouse is going to ask who is there. So we go to the mouse up here. Mouse says other, and he's gonna go who there with a question mark because he's asking it. And all this is in quotations because it's something they are saying. Go back to the directions. And it's going to say, I know you can't see it, but it says the frog answers boo. So we're going to go back to the frog up here. And back to frog says and he goes boo. Then the mouse is going to say boo-hoo. So let's do that. The mouse right here, mouse says in quotations boo-hoo. And we'll click OK. Babe! Get down. Sorry about that. My cat jumped on the dresser. Okay, where were we? Okay, we were at boo-hoo. Okay, so we go back to the directions. The frog is going to say, "Aw, don't cry." So, as we've been doing, I'm just going to click frog say what. We'll click and drag because these are all going to happen in order because we said right here, we told the program to do it in order. I'm about to do one simultaneously so you can see that. So we're going to say comma, don't cry with an exclamation point and in quotations. Okay, now it says simultaneously the frog and the mouse start laughing. That's when we got to use this tool. This is where we're going to do them together. And notice I still have to do in order because we want this to happen after all of this. So I put it in the big box of do in order. if I had put it out at Big Bucks, they would happen at the same time. And so, actually, a frog, so we're going to click the frog say what, and we were going to say, no, we were going to say, ha, ha, ha. Okay, and then we are also going to click the mouse say, drag it right into the frog, and we are going to say, ha, ha, ha. So I'm going to actually play this, but I'm going to make a few edits after I play it because I already know what I got to do. So when I go to play this, we now have a program where the frog, but all these are going too fast to where you can't read them. And so, actually, I'm going to exit out of this program, and we're going to change the duration of these. So I'm going to go here, duration 2 seconds, here, duration 2 seconds, here, duration 2 seconds, and I'm going to do that for all, so I'm going to set my camera down. Give me a second here, it'll take me like 2 seconds when I'm done. But you'll do it from all of them. Anything that is a say, someone's saying something, you'll do it for 2 seconds. What that will do is it's gonna actually make the text appear on there longer. And I'm actually also gonna change the font size, but you don't need to see that. I'm just doing that for your benefit, that you could see this through the video. So I'm going to change the font size to 30. So the bubbles are actually going to appear awkward. They might not even be on the character, but you can ignore that temporarily because it's because the bubble is so big. And I'm just making it so where you can see the Okay, so what I did is now I have all the durations as 2 seconds. So now we are actually going to play this again. Now, you can see this. And we have just created our first program. Voila. Hope you enjoyed.